Just some stuff at TJMAXX here today. Probably what you're used to seeing in yours. I got a travel size of that before and gave it to my niece. They always have some English laundry, which they have a lot of different ones that smell good, but typically they don't last long. I have a couple of these in my basket I want to talk about. Let me see. This box is open, and I think I've smelled it before and wasn't crazy about it, but I cannot remember. These are like knockoff dupes, which I've read some reviews though where people really like them. Like Pink Bomb is supposed to smell like, obviously flower bomb. And there's one out and I sprayed it, and it does pretty much, it smells a lot like it. I have no idea about the lasting power. I'm always intrigued with this bottle, but I've never actually, I think it smells good, but I've never actually tried it. And I've got some ones in my cart that I want to talk to you about, but I probably need to walk away. So I'm not in people's way. Or I could just start doing it right now. Nobody's here right now. Most of these are like $20 or so or less. But some of them I just put in so I could stand here and look them up, like that CK1 Collector's Edition. I think it's the red box for celebration of the Chinese New Year when it came out, and people said that, and I read reviews that, of course it smells like CK1, but some people like this version better than some of the other collector edition years. And then I'm very, very curious about this Arizona one, and I looked it up on fragrantica, and it has really opposing opinions on it. Like some people are really turned off by it, whereas others say that it smells like a sweet strawberry gummy bear, and other people say that it's extremely harsh, herbal and powder. So I'm not sure about that. By the way, at the end of this video, for the notes that I do find when I get home later on, I'll try to look these up and just list them down in the notes. I tried to look up this Elizabeth Arden MILLENIUM, which is only like $16.99. But it didn't pop right up for me, and right now I don't have time to look it up. I might can look those up later. This I just put in my box to re-mention. Y'all know that's a classic. I've reviewed that before. Whether you are fond of it or not, it's a classic. $16.99 here for that large size bottle. I love the funky little bottle. It's got a green top on it. But a lot of people compare that to the Poison Tender, or Poison Tundra, however you say it. This, I was just looking up, and this one happened to be open. This Encanto Shine by Salvatore Ferragamo, and they just have the cutest bottles, right? I think so. I think I might get this one because it is only, I don't know what it sells for in other places, $16.99 here. But apparently, when I looked it up, it's supposed to be a dupe for Victoria's Secret's Bombshell. Okay, sorry, I had to pause my video to get out of the way of another shopper, but I really love the colors on that. That's pretty. I like the little bottle a lot. So this I like. I didn't have time to try to find it, this Rich List. I'm guessing it might be a dupe for something. I do have plans today and I have to leave, so I have to, like I said, look it up, try to look this stuff up when I get home, but it was sitting out when I found it, and I like the way it smells. But then I realized that there's like lined up boxes of it right over there, so the Rich List Eau de Parfum. And then, I don't know about this, but that's interesting. It says fragrance made in France, assembled in China, and distributed in the USA, I think from California. So I don't know. I'll have to look that up. This Luminous Glow is a true fragrance for $14.99, and I think it's one that I've heard people talk about. It's a pretty bottle, and it's sparkly right now because I shook it up. And it has, I guess, y'all know what true fragrances are like. I think I've heard people talk about this one, and almost has like a little true version type fragrance of like a glamour night out, but almost clean, shampoo-y, but little glam smell to it, much like the bottle and sparkles imply. I have no idea about the lasting power, but it smells nice. Everything in here I either thought smelled nice, some of which I just put back talking to you. Either smells nice or I was curious. Okay, these two, you know, these are the Urban Outfitters fragrances. I think they're actually made by True Fragrance. Yeah, those are by True Fragrance though. And so many of them smell nice, but it's almost like they're lacking something even though they smell so nice. Like, I've never seen a big size bottle of this one in here, but I love the way this one smells. But I've never purchased it because people say it just doesn't last. But it's that sweet coconutty, beachy vibe, and it just smells really good. So this big bottle is $17.99, and I really like it, but not if it's just not going to last. This one smells nice, but it reminds me too much of like some of the pumpkin spice Bath and Body stuff I already have. That's $12.99. Good grief, you know, that's $12.99 for that little one. Then you can get the big size bottles for $17.99. I even like the way that looks, white and creamy, but probably won't get that one. And then these three over here. This smells nice. This Floral Bloom. It kind of reminds me of the one in the white bottle I reviewed with the onion, or my daughter said onion-shaped looking bottle. I thought it looked like a little genie treasure bottle or something, but this smells good, but I'll have to look this up more later, or y'all can look this up, because I was going to say this, well, it does not want to stay on that one. This one and this one, this Marbella Parfum smells good, and this smells good too, actually, this Diva, but it says Jean Riche, or Jean and Riche, or whatever. These three are all to be found with the same company, which is Marbella. I don't know if you can see that on there. So all three of these, and I think they must, I don't know, at least these two, the white bottle and this one. I did see where Marbella is on Instagram for their fragrances, but this is very, very sweet floral, almost like a, I saw somebody else mention it as like a cotton candy, and they said that, you know, if you don't smell it, other people will be smelling it. This is pretty, and well, all three of those are pretty. This is more creamy, sweet, just like the white bottle might imply. So, moving on. So this, I was curious about this Calvin Klein Contradiction for only $16.99, but when I looked it up, it didn't have like, of course it doesn't mean it's not good if it doesn't have loads of people raving about it on Fragrantica, but I think if I remember correctly, people were kind of put off by a herbal note in it or something. I'm not getting that today, but I'm curious about it. If you know about it, you can comment. I was curious about this one too, and I might be able to research and find it later, but it's nothing that popped right up for me, this Sensimatic Casual. The packaging reminds me of like the purple Perialis or something, but it's only $12.99. So let's move on. This really appealed to me. Aventurine Wisdom, Bergamot, Musk, Sandalwood. I sprayed it on my wrist. Let me smell my wrist. I can still smell it. It really appealed to me at first, and I think I saw some social, like TikTok things where, I don't know, maybe it's a trend for people to use this and similar smells to attract wisdom and money. Like with the little green crystal, I don't know. But after it settled on my skin, I don't know, there was just something that wasn't settling right on my skin. It maybe was slightly masculine a little bit. I don't know. But initially it did really appeal to me, and I like the green crystal inside. This, I think, smells really, really good, but I sprayed it on my hand and it seemed like it had a lot of oil content, which I thought maybe the fragrance would last longer, but it's not really lasting on my hand. However, it's really pretty, and it's the Good Scent Sandalwood Rose. It says creamy white sandalwood and pink rose hips. Well, it is a sandalwood rose, but I think this one will be nice on younger people, especially because it's also fruity. You definitely get the fruit notes that are in it. So you see, like, the top is apricot and what does that say? Sugar vanilla. The mid is wildflowers and pink rose hips, and the base is creamy white sandalwood. This smells really good. You definitely get that apricot, but I don't know about the lasting power. Maybe a more youthful sandalwood rose. So just really quickly, these La Maison d'Aubusson can be found on that, oh my gosh, what it is, that online, what is it, not Malibu, Palm Beach, Beauty Online or whatever. I'll list it whenever I put this video up. But I've always been attracted to this salted green fig, just like that kind of smell, but I haven't bought these yet because I want to hear other people talk about their longevity. This neroli and suede, I think, is more marketed towards men, but I like this one. I think I would wear that. And this rose and geranium, I have a feeling this would last a good bit. And this has a combination of like a very fresh rose, but yet old school rose, in the sense that it just reminds me so much of the little rose and good smelling little thin fragrant sheets that, I don't know, like I would see in the 90s or maybe in like oils and potpourri shops or something, but it's not dusty either. This smells really good, actually. So that would be more, I mean, anybody could wear this, but that would be more mature compared to that Good Scent one, which is youthful with that fruit that was in it. And then, so, oh, by the way, I wanted to say that if you see this, the La Maison d'Aubusson, in the one that I think it says neroli and orange blossom, the one that says neroli and orange blossom reminds me so much of Souvenirs de Tunisie by, what is her name? What is that name? It's an expensive fragrance. I'll list that down below too. I can't think right now because I'm trying to hurry because there's people around. Now, I think people said that the online Palm Beach, well, I see it online, the Palm Beach bought, I think it's originally Daniel Aubusson, like in like 2015, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm assuming this is the same Parfums Aubusson. This smells really good, this Lush Neroli, but I've seen many, many reviews that say it just does not last, but this does smell really good, and I think it's a cool bottle. I don't know where the cap is for this one. Back to this. This is that Caribbean Joe Island Supply Company. I just always like that bottle. That would look so cute in the summertime, sitting on my dresser and spraying on. I like the smell of this, but I believe I've read that that doesn't last very long, but I don't know. In the summertime, it may. I think it smells good. So I should walk over there and look at the men's. I do think I like a lot of these. I mean, I need to stop with buying. I mean, if I just had money just to spend, period, I would just probably have shelves and shelves, like just have them all just to have them. But I'll think I'll get this one because I mean, the bombshell smell is a crowd pleaser, and I like this little bottle. I'm tempted to go ahead and get this one this time, whether it lasts or not. That just smells really, really nice, coconutty, summery, tropical-like, and I like that. Actually, I just want to go back to this one, this Marbella Parfum by the, where the hell did it go? Bellevue Parfum, which, like I said, is on Instagram. This smells really yummy. It does have a cotton candy sweetness type of smell to it. So if you like that kind of thing, I sprayed it on my hand, so I'll really smell it when I leave here. We'll find out and see how long it lasts. But if you like that kind of smell, this smells pretty nice. It's $12.99. This stuff smells pretty nice too. I'm sure it's a dupe fragrance, and like a lot of them, they have the, just kind of nice that they have the notes listed on them, but I doubt the lasting power. You see the notes on that one. It's probably like a Zaro, but it's not bad. I don't know about how it lasts. I haven't looked that one up yet, and I can't smell it. It's only, what's that? $19.99.